Hey, what's up, guys? This might be considered some controversial topics, but out of all like the hit movies, like the Lord of the Rings and the Star Wars trilogy, this has to be one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen.
What is up, everybody?
Podcast, talking about bullshit and other things.
And it's Harry freaking Potter. And I know a lot of people that hate Harry Potter, a lot of people that just don't like it. I can't get into this like fantasy flying on a broom type of thing. It's just not for me. And the first time I seen Harry Potter, it was like the second one or third one, whatever it was 2004. And me and my girlfriend at the time rolled down to the movie theater to go see this, right? And it was so predictable. Even though I never read the books, I never seen nothing about it. I was like, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And this and that, whatever I was talking about, was happening on the screen. And she goes, how do you know this? And I'm like, dude, it's so predictable. The movie sucks. And we were probably 20 minutes into the movie. And she looks at me and goes, baby, you want to get out of here? I was like, yeah, I want to get out of here. Because the movie was literally trash. Like, Harry Potter, for myself, is not a great movie, okay? It's a trilogy. They have, like, 12 movies or something? It's not great. I can't recommend it to anybody. I can't recommend Harry Potter to friends, to anybody. It's just, for me, those, like, Lord of the Rings kind of movies don't do nothing for me. It's just those fantasy movies. It's like, if it's fantasy, it's not real. It ain't gonna happen. So I don't see people getting obsessed with it. It's just like Twilight. I don't know why people get obsessed with the movie Twilight. But for all you people out there, Harry Potter sucks. And it still sucked because it's not a great movie. There's nothing about it that ever appealed to me. It just always seemed weird. Like, I go out of my way to watch the movie and to see if the movie is good. But when you're going out of your way to watch a movie and it straight up sucks, it's straight up not enjoyable, straight up boring, why are you going to watch it, okay? And I'm not a guy who hates on movies, okay? That's not my thing. That's not my take. I'm not a guy who's going to just hate a movie because it's fantasy or because it's whatever. I try to go into it as an open-minded individual to see if I like the movie. But when you can't even get past, like, the concept in the movie and you're just everything you've seen on the screen, you're like, that's gonna happen, this is gonna happen, then it's too predictable. I don't like movies that are too predictable. Like, this guy's gonna do a karate kick and he does some karate kick, or this guy's gonna do some magic and zoom through the door, zoom, and you're like, nah, that's not real. I can't get into that. Not for me.
All I wanted to say was that I haven't seen Harry Potter and I get shit for that.
Yo, hey, bro, you guys want to plug anything?
I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I don't like when something's fantasy. I'm like, that couldn't happen. Why the fuck?
Star Wars? What a dick.
I've seen like the first one when I was a kid or something. I just don't.
Damn.
All right.
Man, you
like
whack.
my favorite fucking superhero is Indiana Jones because he's a regular guy. He just has a whip.
Just gave up on life. Gave up on fantasy and life.
It's just like flying. What are you talking about?
So
That's
you
what
ain't
I'm
seen
like.
Tiger Hidden Dragon?
He's literally in the
They
theater.
flew.
He's literally in the theater looking at the screen
That's
like,
different. There's
all
something
these
different
guys
about
are
that.
acting.
Harry Potter sucks.
How many of you guys hate Harry Potter?
Me?
I hate Harry Potter. I think the whole movie concept is just stupid.
It is whack.
There's this little fucking dude who fucking can fly on a broom, right? What the fuck is this? Some like bad remake of Hocus Pocus? Oh man, dude, I just hate Harry Potter. I've never got into it, and I never will. For those of you who like Harry Potter, well, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry because I'm just voicing my opinion.
And that's the problem nowadays. If you give your general opinion, people are offended. People get outrageously crazy. They get... I just think people nowadays are too sensitive because you might be just shooting the breeze, telling it like it is or how you feel, and because your opinion doesn't match somebody else's opinion, they get outrageously offended. Like, how are you talking about this movie like that? And you're like, because I don't care for it. It's just like, for an example, I like watching UFC fights and seeing people get brutally knocked out. The BKO. Boom, baby. They get knocked out. Or I like watching UFC and see people tap out, right? And some people like to watch football and see people get cracked hella hard where they get knocked out from a tackle, right? But there's other people that would say that's too violent. We shouldn't be watching that. We shouldn't be enjoying that kind of stuff. That's your opinion, and I understand that's your opinion, but everybody has an opinion. Like, some people might say old school rock and roll, like Joan Jett or Aerosmith Walk This Way is a badass song. Then there's other people who will say that music sucks, and they give you an opinion why. If you can't give me an opinion why Harry Potter sucks, then your opinion doesn't mean nothing. And if you're going to tell me that Harry Potter is a good movie, but you can't explain to me why it's a good movie, then your opinion doesn't matter. But if you can break down why it's funny or why it's good or why you like fantasy stuff or you like that kind of cool thing, then cool. But for myself, I just can never get into the movie because I'm not really in the fantasy. But the main reason I wasn't into the movie, because I give everything a shot, man. I'll go out of my way to watch a movie, even if it's something I don't care about, because I don't really watch superhero movies. I think superhero movies like X-Men and stuff are not for me. But if I'm on a date or something, or a girlfriend invites me, I'll go watch it, because I watched Deadpool 1 and 2, and those movies were hilarious. Normally, I just wouldn't go watch them, because it's just not my cup of tea. Because I'm more into, like, the jokey kind of movies, like the Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber and stuff, and some people think those are just stupid, which I can see why they think they're dumb. But when it comes to Harry Potter, the reason I didn't like it is not because it was fantasy, and it was not because it's magical. It was because it was so predictable. That was the only reason I could not get into the damn movie. Like I said earlier in the podcast, sitting down with your girl in a theater, and you never read the books, you never know nothing about the content that's going to happen besides the commercials, and then you're basically thinking to yourself and saying to your girlfriend, hey, this and this and this and this is going to happen, and it does. That's too predictable. So your boy is not into predictable stuff, okay? Maybe there is Harry Potter stuff out there that is enjoyable, but the one that I seen that came out in 2004, that movie was not predictable. I mean, it was predictable, but it was not fun for me. So, and the main reason I don't like the Lord of the Ring movies, I'm not saying they suck, because I watched the Two Towers and enjoyed it. I think those movies are too damn long. You're talking 2.5 hours. A buddy of mine at work said if you watch the extended version on DVD, they're like 3 or 4 hours a piece. You got me effed up. No one's watching a 3-hour movie. Not me, not you. I don't got time for that. I don't got time to sit down on my ass and watch a 4-hour movie. What are you talking about, punk? 4-hour movie. Get that out of here. I got more things to do in my life than a 4-hour movie. What are you talking about, cocksucker? That's a 4-hour movie. Get that out of here. That's like Joey Diaz would be saying. Joey Diaz, the comedian, but yeah, you cocksucker, I don't watch 4-hour movies. I got too much stuff to do. I'm going to do some blow blank. And he talks like that because he's a dude who would say probably something like that, like, 4-hour movie. Who got time for a 4-hour movie? Get out of the house. Do something with your life, punk. And I'm like, dude, 4 hours is too much. Like, a 2-hour movie is long enough, but for y'all people out there who think Harry Potter sucks, let me know why you think it sucks. And let me know why you think it's a good movie, because there's two parts of this. There's the party that loves Harry Potter, and then there's the party that hates it, you know? You heard from YouTuber Wax, he said Harry Potter sucks. You heard from iJustine, she said Harry Potter sucks. You heard from my buddy Nick, the NDFX, he said Harry Potter sucks. And I think it all comes down to it's just too predictable. But there is people that just don't like fantasy movies, right? He said his favorite superhero was Indiana Jones because he's a real guy with a whip. Pow! And he's a real guy. He's not some dude flying on like a magical carpet or a magical broomstick. He's a regular dude, and you can relate to that. And I think that's why a lot of people hate fantasy, because you can't really relate to the characters in the movie. You can't go, well, yeah, Jimmy down the street can do that, or my mom can do that. You can't do that kind of shit, because you ain't doing some magic where you're flying on a carpet or something. That's just not how it is. Yeah, man, I just think the movie is terrible, but That's just my opinion. I'm not gonna hate on somebody. Like if I was dating somebody and they wanted to watch it, I would watch it with them. I would probably not enjoy it. Maybe there is some out there that I would enjoy, but like I said, the only one that I actually ever checked out, I was zonked out. Like this is boring because I predicted it. If it wasn't so predictable, I probably would have liked the movie. Like I said, that's the only issue I had was it being so predictable. I was like, zonk. This is a movie that I could tell what's going to happen. That was one of the only movies that's ever happened that way. And I never ever walked out of a theater. But that time, we got up and walked out of the theater because it was just too predictable. We were bored. Her mom was even like, what the hell? How come you guys are home so early? We're like, the movie sucked. The movie was so predictable. I was saying what was going to happen before it happened. She goes, you've seen the movie before, right? I'm like, I've never seen a Harry Potter movie in my life. This movie was just like terrible. It wasn't something for me. I gave it a shot because the girl that I was dating wanted to see it. And then when she was like, nah, man, this sucks. Let's just leave. I bounced because it was her decision, not mine. I was like, oh, okay. I would have stayed the whole movie if she wanted to watch it. Because as a boyfriend, that's what you do. You watch a movie because the girl wants to watch it. But overall, man, I couldn't get into the movie. It was just like sleepy time. Like, get your shit and get out. Like, literally, I didn't care for it. But for all the people that are going to give me shit in the comments for hating on Harry Potter, let me know why you like it. Give me a legitimate reason why you care about the movie. Don't just say, well, it was a good movie. Well, you got to break it down why you like it and what about it draws you in. Because I don't understand the whole drawing your attention to the movie. But as always, it's your boy Trevor back with another podcast, baby.